What's up, guys? We're back with another video. This is just a quick one because yes, there was just a little bit of a thing that right, so today at work, just for fun, the other day I showed this channel to some of my colleagues because we were just chatting, and they got to know about my interest in pipe smoking and tobacco. And it was really no big deal. I was just, having a chat and showing off a little bit of myself. But I digress. Then today, one of those colleagues came to me and said, so when are we gonna smoke a pipe together? And I was so happy because it was like somebody found something that I found very interesting and wanted to share that interest with me. So that's always nice. The particular thing though is it's pipe smoking, and it's like it's an interest that takes time, and it's sporadic, and it's like it's there's this thing you are trying to catch which is like elusive, like the taste and the experience and these moments, these aha moments. Sorry, but yes. So this video is like for the complete noob that doesn't know anything about pipe smoking, as I was once, and like, how do you get into this stuff, and how do you stay persistent, because you will come across some small failures here and there that will like be a little bit discouraging. But if you stay persistent and keep your hopes high, you will come across these golden moments. That is why I personally cherish this interest so much. So how do you get into it? As how I would advise it. Firstly, you need a pipe. A good pipe for cheap money is a corn cob pipe. I would suggest the Legend, the Country Gentleman. Yes, those two that I know of particularly has never failed me. Secondly, you need some tobacco, and my suggestion would be to buy a pouch of tobacco, maybe 2 different pouches of 2 completely different kinds of tobacco. To begin with, perhaps something with a little bit of added flavors, just to enjoy the beginning, early stages of practice and finding like a good pace and technique of smoking. That's like a very healthy approach when it comes to learning how to get the most out of the tobacco that you acquire. To get a little bit more into detail, when you light the tobacco, you don't want to smoke it too fast or too hot. One golden rule that I was told in the beginning was take a puff just about a minute with a minute's interval. But to be honest, don't you don't have to completely follow that. You just have to follow your gut. And also, like when you smoke the tobacco, in the beginning I was like, okay, so now I'm gonna taste this. So as you light up your first ball, you're gonna be like lighting it up, trying to get like a good red little glow filling all the top of the pipe tobacco, tamping it down so it's uniform. And when you light it, it's like a little ball of redness or a circle. And then once you get that, you can slow down. Now your pipe is lit. Then it's about trying to taste and delve into the flavors, because getting the ball lit is more like setting the grounds for a good smoking experience. Once it's lit, that's when the enjoying process begins. Yes. So as you start tasting and puffing and keeping your patience not to smoke it too hard or too fast, and burning the tobacco too much, you try a few different ways and you try and taste, okay, how does it taste when I do this and when I do this? And eventually you'll get to the point where like, okay, I feel like there's more to this. I'm gonna try and puff a little bit harder. Maybe I'm just going a little too easy on it. Try that. It's okay. But don't be surprised if it starts tasting like a burnt pipe. There are some kind of tobaccos where when you start tasting that, the whole bowl is ruined. And then you gotta let the pipe rest and try again maybe the next day. But at some point you will also come across the perfect pace. You'll be smoking, and all of a sudden you'll lean back and think about what's happening, what you're tasting, what you're thinking about, how you're feeling. And yes, why am I out of focus? 1 second. And all of a sudden you'll be like, oh my god, this is perfectly enough of an enjoyable experience where I can lean back and be like, okay, now I'm doing it. Now I'm sitting here and living out that fantasy of enjoying a pipe and relaxing. So yes, this is the Goldilocks zone. But yes, there are many more details that can ensure this Goldilocks zone. Perhaps the moistness or dryness of the tobacco. Perhaps you bought a tobacco that is very moist and it smells so nice, so just when you open the tin, you stuff it in the pipe and light it up. That's okay too, but perhaps this tobacco could be even better if you just put it on a plate or something and just let it sit there, spread out, and dry for maybe like 10 minutes or 20 minutes, maybe even an hour. And when you load the pipe, it's like the flavors and the combustion of the tobacco is just like we're there instantly. So yes, there are many details, but it's like maybe a little bit like cooking. There are many details, and if you take your time and you get your head into it, and already when you start thinking about, okay, today I'm gonna smoke this tobacco and I'm gonna do it under these circumstances, how's the weather today, all these things, but you don't have to think so much about it then also on the opposite side, because you can also be like, okay, I just got home from work, I need to go to bed soon, so I need to smoke to get my daily enjoyment or something, or I feel like I want to just pull the plug today. And that's when you just get your pipe, stuff it up with tobacco, and just kick back and just say, right, this is it. So there are many ways to go about it. But it all starts in your head. What do you envision? And how are you gonna go about that envisionment to achieve it or to live it? But yeah, I was kind of surprised that my colleague was asking me when we were gonna smoke that pipe. So this is also a little bit for you. If you're gonna buy a pipe and some tobacco, as I said, maybe start with a pouch. Try and see, okay, what could be something for me? Look it up online. Perhaps some burley tobacco. That is very forgiving tobacco. Burleys. It's the same that cigarettes are made of, mostly burley tobacco. It has a nutty flavor and kinda earthy, sometimes chocolatey or sometimes coffee-like, and it has a high nicotine content. Then there's Virginia. Virginia is a tobacco with a lot of sugar in it, so it can be very sweet, but as there's a lot of sugar, it can burn very hot because sugar is loaded with energy. Then there's Kentucky, very spicy tobacco, can be very spicy, but full-bodied, a lot of flavor. Yes, there's a lot of tobacco to pick out from. But when you buy that pouch, think of this pouch as this is to practice my technique. And when you find a pouch that sounds like this tastes good, okay, now you have something that tastes nice that you can practice on your new journey. Then when you feel like, okay, now I got the technique, you can also like skip that part, but as long as you got a good technique, you get your money's worth when you buy some expensive tobacco. But when you get that technique like reliable, you can maybe try and look at something like an aromatic. But the thing about aromatics is they are very moist, and they sometimes have a lot of sugar also. But let me suggest something. Vanilla aromatics are always delicious. Something like chocolate, something like whiskey, bourbon, rum, something where you really also get like a delicate experience. And there are also many to choose from. Then there are also another path where maybe you want to be a little bit more traditional. Maybe go for English blends, Latakia, Oriental tobacco, Kentucky. And I can tell you for sure, there's also a whole world to uncover there. But once you got the sense that I can now smoke a pipe, I can enjoy a pipe, I can get a lot of worth out of the tobacco that I have, and I can take good care of my pipe and like care for the combustion process and all that, then it's just about opening the door and walking out into that world and explore. Yes, so that's all that I have for today. Yes, take care. Just dive in, cross that border, jump out of that cliff. No, don't jump out of any cliffs, but you know what I mean, metaphorically speaking. Try something new, and perhaps you'll be surprised that there was something within you that was just waiting to come out and open something more within you. Yes, that was all. Take care. Good to see you. Goodbye.